Hi everyone, welcome back to Dynamics Academy YouTube channel. Dynamics Academy brings you video course on Dynamics 5, Power Platform, Azure and Microsoft 365. So in this video we are going to talk about how we can create a new secure role within the CE application. So Dynamics 5 customer engagement application has a very strong security architecture. At the core of the security architecture we have the security roles. So system administrators can configure the security role by configuring the privileges and access level and then assign them to the individual users and team so that these users and team can access different records as well as they can just make use of the application. So depends upon the privileges given, these users can access this record and then you can just work on it. So it is the system admins who define as well as they just configure the security role. It is the system administrators who basically create and then configure the security role. So based on the privileges, the user will be able to access different levels as well as different areas of the application. So I'll be just sharing my screen and show you how you can create a new security role within the customer engagement application. So stay tuned. So in this video, we are going to look at what is security roles in Dynamics 5 customer engagement. We'll also look at how we can create a security role and then use it for a user. So first of all, let's have a look at what is a security role. So a security role in Dynamics 5 customer engagement is a combination of privileges and access level which allows a user or a team just to perform a set of operations on a set of records. So before you want to allow any user in customer engagement application to access a set of records, you have to assign him a set of security roles. So it is the system admin will do this one. So anyone with the privilege of a system admin can create or manage security role and assign it to a set of users. So without having access to any security role, a user will not be able to perform any operation in the system. So right after you create a user in the system, you need to assign him or her a set of security roles. That's what we understand so far. So how we can manage the security role, how we can perform different operations on security role, that is what we are going to see in this particular video. So by default in Dynamics 5 customer engagement, you get a set of security roles. I would say 44 security roles. If you are familiar with the previous versions of customer engagement or Dynamics CRM, we had only 14 security roles, the basic ones, very common security roles. But nowadays, because of there are more applications like project service automation and field service, etc., you can see a lot more security role available by default in the system. So you can make use of this security role, you can customize them. So first of all, let's have a look at where we can access these security roles. So first of all, you should have the system admin or system customizer security privilege now to configure your security roles. So I'm just going to settings area over here, then go to advanced settings. So that will take me to the settings area. Here I can see the settings area. Then I go to security. Then I'll be able to see users, teams, business unit, and security roles, etc. So this is the place where you need to configure everything that is related to configure for your customer engagement application in terms of security. So I have created many other videos in terms of dealing with users, teams, business unit, and etc. when it's come to security. So I'll just go to security roles. So there I'm able to see 60 security roles are there. So I have created a couple more in order to deal with the operation over here. So these are the set of security roles that we have. So if I want to create a new security role, I'll just go to click new. So it is asking me to create a new security role. So I can create security roles in two ways. One is from scratch. That is what I'm going to do now. And the second way of doing that is you can clone an existing security role and I can create one. So I'll just give a name over here. I'll just give the name like project manager US. And then I need to select the business unit. By default, it will be my root business unit. And then I click save. So once I save it, then a security role is going to be created. Then I cannot change the business unit over here. Right? So I just got my security role created. Then I go to the different tabs over here. You can see that pretty much all the entities and privileges are blank over here. I need to configure it. So for account, what privileges I need to give. So I can click either on the columns or on the rows, and then I can configure them. So you can see that there are 8 privileges starting from create, read, write, delete, etc. up to assign and share. These are the 8 privileges that we have. And on the rows, we have the entities for which we are configuring the security roles. At the bottom, you can see the legend where it's talking about the 5 access levels. Like I mentioned before, every security role is a combination of privileges and access levels. So I can configure this security roles. I can mention this here. For example, this one is like business unit level for creation of account records. So how will I read this one? This is for deletion of account record. So this is how I read it. The project manager US is capable of deleting account records in the entire organization. So we have 5 access levels: none selected, user level security role, business unit, parent-child business unit, and organization. Organization is the highest access level and none is the lowest access level. So if I am saying user level access level, mean the user will be able to perform set of operation on an entity at only the user level, that the record that he or she has created. If I'm saying organization level, that is a green circle, which means that user will be able to perform set of operations on that particular set of records at the entire organization. So for write and update, delete, etc., we have to give very minimal privileges based on your security privileges. So it's an account manager, so I can just provide privileges on this one. For each of this, I just configure it here based on my requirement. So I have many entities over here. I need to configure all of them. Depends upon my requirement, I'll create it. I'll go to marketing where I configure it for campaign. If I don't need to give any privileges, I can leave it blank. Then I go to sales where I configure a couple of them. Depends upon my requirement. The project manager may not require invoice, product, and etc. So I can leave them blank and I go to service. I'm randomly setting them up. Once I'm done with this, then I can just save it. So what I just did is I just created a new fresh security role with the name project manager US, which is supposed to be assigned to users from US. Right? So once I have it, then I can assign it to users and teams. Just like users, security roles can also be used for teams. A team is nothing but a group of users. So it is being created. We just create the security role over here. You can see it is saved now. And then I should be able to see that one in the list. There you go. This is the one. Yep. If I want to make any changes, I can do that. Now, the next thing what I need to do is I need to assign it to a user or a team. So I'll just go to settings, security, and users. And then find a user. So these are the users I have. So I select a user over here. And then I say manage security roles. So I'll be able to see that this user already have a set of security roles assigned to him. So I'll remove them first. And then I should be able to find the new security roles created over here, which is project manager US. This is the one. I select that security role along with any other security role I should assign. And then I click OK. So this user will have the project manager US security role assigned, and all the privileges and access level I have configured will be available to that user. Alright, so we can log in as this new user and we can verify it. Okay, so that's how you create a security role. That's how you can assign a security role to a particular user. I believe this video is useful to you. And if you have any question, you can mention that in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.